name is Ying and I started my company in 2021. I have my background working as a chef for almost 20 years, mostly working with food, and I have started my own company helping people to be more inspired to cook more healthy food at home. So I do like cook along and doing challenges online most of the time. But I also work in the restaurants and a lot of caterings and home cooking, which I really love. But I also love to travel, so I try to combine my passion for life is food and traveling. I actually started my company going into a coaching business. I have been working with a lot of self-development in the past 5 years, and I actually started as being interesting of economic and teach myself a lot of how can I be more financial independent in myself, how can I work with a mindset to find passive income, since if you travel a lot and love to travel, and then a lot of money going out. I'm in this journey with my account with Limitless living of how can I travel and do the thing that I love by being in that position of using social media to actually support my passion. Try to find one platform that I actually can help people with, and I know it's a lot of things that I'm doing now, but it's actually connecting in one, because everything is connected with food, with traveling, and with the coaching. So when I'm doing like a cooking class, if I do it live in Instagram or Facebook, then I don't know who I'm gonna reach, but it's out there. So I think is the powerful of using social media. I think that's why I started this food challenge. Actually, from the beginning, I wanted to help women to be more financially independent. And I noticed like still taboo of talking about money. And I wanted to take the pressure off. I think I create this food event because everybody loves food. Everybody, when you travel and you actually connecting, even if you don't speak the same language, but food have one language. So I wanted to create this more calm and safetyness for other people to, okay, we're gonna cook food, but we're gonna have a topic about maybe money, about mental health, about things that you are struggling with. So when you start this conversation, then other people maybe actually open up and then release that attention or the block that they have. And the end of the session, you actually have a result, and that is the food that you are cooking. I want to help people to be more creative with your food. I think my work is very creative, and I think it's coming from my chef background also, because you need to be very creative, but still you need to be very structured. You have different kind of ways, but you need to use your imaginations and your creativity on the plate. That's why I love to travel, to find new kind of ingredients to play with. When you're working as a coach in the business, that you have a lot of hats to fulfill. So you need to create your contents, you need to take care of your clients and all of that. And when AI came, and I think ChatGPT have been a very helpful way for a lot of people to use it to, instead for taking 2 hours to write your content, that you can actually just tap into ChatGPT and get the message out to your clients. But I have been looking to it because I need to upgrade myself with ads and all of that. So I actually need to see and look into, because I really love to be very authentic as a person, because I want it to be very personal with what I'm doing. I think it's more the authentic way, because I know that when you're writing your contents, I'm working a lot with energy. So I wanted people to feel my energy when I'm writing it. So when you writing it, it's very personal, it's very sometimes very vulnerable, and sharing my own story. So I don't think AI can do that, because I think AI is just collecting the things that maybe I have been saying before and what other people are interested in and so on. It's a good way, but I also want to be mindful of what kind of people I want to attract into my company or that I want to work with. And I don't think AI can do that for me. And it needs to be my own energy. Maybe. I think it can come in handy. AI, it doesn't cost anything. But again, do you want to be more personal or reach a lot of people with AI? It would be easier with ChatGPT actually. Since we're working with algorithm and AI have more data with what kind of people what people like and don't like, so maybe that's would help you with the algorithm more. And I think that's why I also stepping in more with my speaking events. Because with communication, a lot of people, young people nowadays don't know how to communicate with other people because they are just in their phone, and it's not the real feeling. You just get the dopamine of sitting and scrolling, but human connection is so important because we are humans. And if we don't even know how to communicate with other people, and I think that's gonna be a big gap for us to train it over again, how to communicate your own needs to other people. Just test and figure it out if it's worth it, or if I just gonna be organic growing my business actually. I think it's the mix is a good way, but not fully just giving out. I think using AI is good for the algorithm, so you can actually reach out more. It's a good way with AI. Maybe it's just like reaching, and you don't know when it hits. When you actually get that viral thing, then maybe the AI's most important thing is to adapt, because it's a new technology and you don't know how it will last. And that's why organically and authentically is important, because that's who you are. But when we have this tool that's actually maybe helping you to find new ways to do things, then maybe it's important to adapt. When you're sharing your story of failing or mistakes that you have done, or the decision that you have not been happy with, AI cannot do that. You can understand my words, but not the feelings and emotions. With what I'm working with a lot is the healing effect of our emotions. And that's why I'm working a lot with self-love and grounding. I would put 2.5 or 3, so it can be equal, because again, I think it's good to adapting, but not totally be 100%. Already see now in, like, example, restaurants, that is hard time to find good service. So actually, I think it's in China, they already have robots who actually serving food for guests, because it's taking less time, and maybe doesn't. I think the robot itself costs a lot, but it's just one way to invest, but you can use it over and over again. And in every company, the staff costs a lot, especially in restaurant business. It's the biggest cost. So I think that, again, using AI can be a good way, but do you really want to go to a restaurant and talking to a robot? Or do you want to have somebody who actually serves you and be gentle and actually thinking about that they need to also support their families? So I think it's a lot of people still are afraid of, am I safe in my work, or can AI take it from me?